off, they had no sound.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello back.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
We've got waves, and
That's way
it's
too
just
loud.
when
We're
you
good
do
here.
that, the highest it goes is
Check
to the
out
mid
what
yellow over here.
It should only go to the high yellow, like on a rare occasion.
Yeah, most of the time we're just in the green.
Okay.
What
So you
does
might
it
wanna
mean
bump that
when
down
it
just a
goes
hair.
to the red,
Okay.
Daddy? Daddy, what does it mean
Here,
when it
we'll switch
goes
seats.
to the red?
I told him to sit there because it's a
Make this
lower
loud.
mic, and I didn't want him
What?
messing with this mic and dropping it on him.
It's loud. It means it's loud.
Or not,
I cannot proceed.
you know. Short kid's gonna be out of camera who uses his hands right here, so the camera's just
Okay.
gonna see his hands everywhere.
Bring me back.
I'm sorry, but there's a reason I put him in the corner.
Yeah.
He talks with his hands a lot and flosses
Oh,
right
why do
here,
I
which
leave
goes
that
in front of
alone?
the laptop
Why
camera,
do
so
I
that
have
end
to
of the
use
table
that?
won't be seen with his hands.
Alright.
So it doesn't get spit on. That's what it's for.
Where are you going?
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Do you hear me?
Yeah. You hear yourself?
Alright. So we are live,
No.
half-sack, just
Check
Oh,
1 2.
good.
Check 1 2.
And Little Rick is lost still. He got off, from what I understand, at Shepherdsville. He called back, and we asked where he was, and he said he didn't want to talk about it. Start the show. I'll get there when I get there. So he's lost.
Does he not have a cell phone?
Yeah. And he's been here several times.
Well, I know he's been here so, but I mean, if he turned, got turned around, like.
Yeah, he said, send me the address. So I did. So
He's been here without half-sack before.
Yes,
I know.
It's not a first. Well,
Actually, that is.
okay. Let me open the show and then we can talk.
Okay.
Welcome to Half Hour Half Sack. We're live.
Hello.
We got Calvin, we got Mason, we got Jason, and we got Jazz, and we're missing Little Rick because he's lost in the woods.
Actually, he's lost because he can't find me. And he's, in the woods too. He can't find his cell phone in the woods. Well, he can, but he lost in the woods. Yeah, that's true.
That was Mason. Calvin, you want to say hi? You enjoyed being out of school?
Yeah.
Mason just graduated kindergarten today,
And which I like.
so he'll go to first grade next year.
First grade's fun.
Did you hear that? First grade.
Yeah.
Then we got Jason over here from.
But Chance thinks everyone's going to bully him at first grade.
Okay, let me get the show open.
Okay.
Okay. This is why we don't work with family. No. So we got Jason from Malcolm Delivery
Gentle sirs.
and Jazz, the everything.
I'm here. I'm
Again,
getting our screen set up.
Little Rick, our co-host,
Maybe.
and his two special guests he's bringing with him. Be here whenever they get here. He told me to start the show. Don't ask questions. So, Jace, thank you for being on the show today
No problem. I just happened to get off work in time.
and fixing technical difficulties.
Yeah, he hit that button
And
real
he hit
well.
the, yeah, you did.
It was a button.
He came in and said, "You need to hit this button right here," and then everything started working. Oh, now you can
There's
talk.
not going to be any sound.
The show is open. Now you can talk.
Oh, yeah, I can talk loud.
No need that.
Okay. Wait, what?
All right,
That is too loud,
Calvin, what grade are you in?
I mean, Calvin.
Next year I'm gonna be third.
No, you know, like to hear it from the headphones.
Okay then. No spinning.
Okay, then I won't rip up my. I will rip.
So are you looking forward to the third grade next year?
I don't want to go back.
You don't.
It gets hard up in the grades.
Well, it's only hard the first few days, and then you start remembering everything,
Yeah.
and then you learn new stuff. Yeah. Look, we've all been there, done that. You're living the reruns. We've got the T-shirts.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go back to school. But I'd much rather go back to school than work.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Even for you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You love work. You're a working machine.
That is what Calvin said I was. That
But
is my
no, I
nickname to
think-
Calvin now.
I think it's because of the caffeine. You work with the caffeine, it gets absorbed
Mm.
into your pores, and you just so you don't even have to drink it. You know, you just get that high, that caffeine
I do
high.
come home and that's all you can smell is the caffeine and the coffee.
Mhm.
And it's just kind of everlastingly there now.
with the secret ingredients that you got up there. Y'all keep that under the counter, or is that
It's a secret I can't tell you.
Ah,
Mm.
We're working on the cabinets now.
yep. After the show, we gotta go Home Depot and get some more stuff to finish the cabinets. I've stripped them, I've sanded them 3 times,
Yeah,
and now it's time to put the varnish stuff on.
yeah, that's actually true.
And it's only one set.
But what?
There's 6 sets of cabinets I got to do.
Oh,
It's taking me a week to do the one,
wait, what?
and we're not even done. I got to redo the hinges.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You missed it earlier. He said he was going to Home Depot and listed off the stuff he needed, and Mason just looked at him and said, I disagree with you. I said, yeah, you just said a bunch of words, didn't he? I agree with her.
Calvin, last time we were all here, you were playing Fortnite. You still playing Fortnite? Any other video games? No. Still just the Fortnite.
Yeah,
I
mostly
just-
Fortnite.
I just started in Candy Crush.
I'm starting Candy Crush too.
You don't even know what that is.
I downloaded it.
You're the one that wants to go back to the green room and get more snacks.
No, I don't.
Yes, you walked in the door, you went and got some Cheez-Its or something, and asked Jazz if she wanted some.
He
Didn't
walked in the
ask.
green room and goes, Jazz, would you like a snack from the green room?
Didn't ask if you
I'm
could
good,
have anything.
thank you. And then he takes it and says, okay. Will you open this for me? I can't get it. Yeah, here you go, bud. And then we played pinball.
Oh,
Yeah.
You came in third.
so who was the best?
You.
Really, you wanna ask that?
So it was you?
Yeah. I told him about my score over years and how you want to keep
Why?
me off the table.
Because I wasn't here
Who's got the grand champion score?
on one table.
That's what we were playing.
Oh, you were playing Medieval Madness.
Guess who got to put their name on the board again?
Well, I think it's I think it's different set of scores on this Xbox than the other
Nope.
one. Oh, it's the same set
It
of scores.
still has my name up there.
Oh.
So
I
there-
saw it.
There
pop
is a
up.
pinball rivalry going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it a rivalry. Like, I'm way better than she is or ever will be. It's
That's
just
what
like
he says.
occasionally she gets lucky, you know.
You know, Brian has said he tries to get here early so he can see me kick your butt at pinball
Eh,
before the show.
it's pretty rare.
Just about every time Brian walks in, though.
It's still pretty rare. Still pretty rare. It's Sunday mornings. I'm not well rested.
Yeah, but that's when we play. And
It's
I'm not well
no,
rested either.
That's not the only time we play. We play other times.
It's a rivalry.
We both know I'm better. That's fine.
Well, here's an idea I've been thinking about for a while.
Uh-oh.
Because with Eldorado Studios, there's 5 podcasts.
I think we're down to, at the moment, Out for Delivery, You, Beast on the Road, Ignorance of the Law, so 4.
4.
Yeah.
I think we've got enough people that we all should go bowling. I know how
Down
you
with
all
us.
feel.
Yeah.
I know how Brian feels about bowling, but I think we should have some kind of rivalry. I can't say the freaking word, but
Uh,
I mean,
It's something
we need
that
a night that we can do something like
Tiny Versus people could join too.
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah.
that could work. I would much rather just put a pinball machine in the studio. Just do it
Wait.
that way.
I can go bowling.
Wait, what?
Well, yeah, you could go bowling.
Yeah,
Like, you're not banned or anything.
It's gonna be my second time going bowling. Yay.
Wait, what? You've been bowling?
Was there an option of being banned the first time?
You've been
Yeah,
bowling
I've been
before?
bowling at round 1.
Oh, well, that's good.
I don't think Mason knows what a bowling ball is.
Yes, I do. I saw it on my tablet.
Okay.
He
And
said a tablet bowling ball. He
Yeah.
said practice.
Wii
Just like-
bowling.
I was gonna say it's like my grandpa. He's been bowling a lot. He bowls on the Wii.
Uh-huh.
That's his bowling.
What's bowling mean?
On the Wii,
Yeah.
there's a
You-
game system called the Wii.
You have it in your room.
No, I don't
It's the white one.
do what?
The white game system with the 2 controllers underneath your
Yeah.
cable box.
That's the
Yeah.
Wii.
underneath your big screen TV mounted on the wall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the final one you have to have it with the buttons and stuff.
Yeah, they got buttons.
Yeah,
We have a suggestion of laser tag instead of bowling.
Ooh,
That'd be,
that idea.
Tag!
I like that.
I'll play.
that'd be a good way for me to get a heart attack.
I know him.
I'll play.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that he was on here. I was looking
Can
over
we
there.
play laser
Welcome,
tag
Scott.
right now?
Scotty from the block.
Yes. His brother's supposed to be tuning in too.
Oh, really? I don't know. I don't think I know his brother. I might have met him at a baby shower or something once.
Yeah, bowling would. Laser tag would be way better than bowling. I'm good at that.
You good at laser tag?
Yeah, I'm better than.
Well,
I'm better
see, I'm-
at laser tag than bowling because I've been laser tagged 3
Hey.
times.
Daddy.
I ain't never been. I'm fat and I'm old and slow.
Daddy,
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing
daddy,
laser tag.
Daddy,
People
What if it
just
was
use me as a
American
shield.
People donated to.
daddy.
Eh.
When I was like on the birthday when I gave his son the presents. Actually, I played laser tag and I won. I was in first
And your
place.
imagination is this big.
No, I only for that's not. Oh my God!
Should I
that's
tell the
not
listeners
true.
about your hidden talent?
You have a hidden talent?
He has a
Yeah.
hidden talent.
What is it? Are you sure you want to tell us? Because then it won't be hidden.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's.
You can put a picture of a dinosaur up there and he knows.
Huh.
Okay, do it. Let's see.
Yeah, this sounds like fun to me.
'Cause
I like dinosaurs.
I like dinosaurs, but I don't really know every single million dinosaurs.
Well, he doesn't know every one of them, but he likes dinosaurs so much that his Aunt Kimby and Uncle Dan, for his birthday last year, gave him a dinosaur encyclopedia.
Yeah, I had a lot of dinosaurs.
And I think a year or so ago, there was a dinosaur park that was actually in the city, and some friends of ours took him. Did you go with Larson?
Yeah.
And then to a forest around here, it's got dinosaur bones. He went to that. He's big into dinosaurs.
Oh, you mean, I can remember that place.
Well, tell him what your favorite dinosaur is.
T-Rex, Velociraptor, all the meat eaters.
All of the meat eaters?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't like plant eaters. I just like meat eaters.
I'll be honest with you. You name the only two I think I know.
What did you say?
Wait, you don't even know what Brian is.
No.
The
He
one with
of
the
the
llama?
only two meat eaters. He named the Velociraptor and the T-Rex. Past that, I don't know if I know any meat eaters.
Oh, there's one with claws and it eats meat. First it scrapes it and then it eats it. First it cuts up and then eats it.
Is that a tiger?
No,
Did
almost
he use
like
a knife and fork to cut it?
That's almost like
it's
every single
a
dinosaur.
Sika dinosaur.
A Sika dinosaur.
Yeah, Sika. Well, it eats meat and plants. That's one of my favorite ones.
Oh,
What's that called? An omnivore? Is that what it's called?
The
A
plant
large
eaters?
one.
No, the ones that eat meat and plants.
I believe you're correct. Herbivore is plants.
Spinosaurus.
Carnivore is meat. Omnivore, I believe, is both.
So people are omnivores.
Some of them.
You eat meat. Why are you acting like you're too good to eat meat?
I don't eat
I
vegetables.
wasn't talking about me.
Can I go to the snack room?
No!
I'm really hungry.
Look, I thought this was a treat that you graduated. Oh, look who it is.
Hey, you made it.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, I was.
You ain't got to go.
No. Yeah, I'll turn it over for a little while.
No.
No, go ahead.
Come tell us about your lost story. It's okay. Jason's
Good.
getting set up on the couch for his shoulder
His
massage
rubber
later.
down. Yeah, he's getting
I mean,
getting
both
prepared
y'all
for
are
his
in
rub
the
down.
same room.
What's up, Peanut?
I don't know if we can do all this with the kids in here. They might need to leave.
Let him go inside and play with Calvin.
We'll have to rain check
That doesn't work.
All right.
That
I
doesn't
want to throw
work.
him on this table and.
Wait, let's fix it.
Huh?
Oh my God.
Wait,
Nice to
wait.
see you here.
Which one of you
Yeah.
get on this?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
What's up, Mason?
What's up?
Why do I have
My GPS, like, literally just kicked in.
Oh, yeah?
That's fun.
We're not that far in the boonies.
Dude, I heading this way because since the podcast started late, I went on into Louisville, did a brake job on a car, fixed a window,
Yeah.
whatever. Heading back this way, and, you know, Dad lives off of,
Yeah, he lives off of, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So, for whatever reason, that's where I was going. I mean, like, I made it almost all the way to his house, his neighborhood, before I was like, oh, crap, I'm going the wrong way. So that's when I called Chuck, got the address, put it in my phone,
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get up.
and it sent me north,
Now you
and I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't right either.
now sit.
No, you
So I
can't
look at my
have
phone,
a slide.
and
I'm just going to sit over here.
the little thing says I'm like way
Stay
over
out of
here,
the
but the
green
line's over
No
here,
snacks.
and searching for GPS.
And what?
See, my phone
No
does that
snacks,
to me a
just
lot. It tells me lost satellite connection and then searches for the GPS, and I just have no idea where I'm going. So I guess and hope for the best.
Oh, I had Autumn sitting there holding the phone.
I know,
and,
Scott. The filter in his head is gone. He's mad because he couldn't find his way home.
well, I had Autumn sitting there holding the phone so that way I can look at the map like an old school map.
She was your navigator.
You know,
Every good captain has to have a good navigator.
Yeah.
Ain't that right? All
oh,
right.
it was ridiculous.
Oh, that's going to be
But I'm here. We made it
We are
finally.
here. Do you want to introduce your troops here?
No.
Your guests?
no. No.
It's
No.
up to you, Half.
Paul, you want to say hi?
No.
Okay, Autumn, you want to say hi?
All
All
right.
Paul
Got
and
one
Autumn.
trooper.
I am going to get a
And there's
snack.
No,
Mason.
you're not.
Again.
Yes, I am.
I like the way y'all redid this.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, it gives a lot more room, I think.
Yeah. Definitely. Easier to
Y'all
get
gonna
around.
whine about the lights.
Lot of light.
Oh, I love the light. I like to be in the light.
My whole crew's been doing nothing but whinging about that whole light setup. for
What's wrong with the lights?
too
It's
bright.
really bright. And Jason won't let anybody wear sunglasses.
They're vampires.
What's wrong with the damn lights? There's nothing wrong with the
No,
lights.
I like the light
Okay, think about it this way.
because
If you
we needed
complain
the
about
light.
lights,
for
it
Jason to
pushes
fix.
someone's buttons. And who do you think's buttons get pushed on the other show?
Oh.
You're pushing.
Well, I don't want to
Half
push his
Seconds.
buttons. I want to put.
No, but I think it looks much better this way.
I do. It looks spacious. It
It
looks
does.
roomy. It's bright.
And you ain't got to walk around people to get around.
Yeah, I know.
Musical chairs.
It looks comfortable,
No one gets to rub up on anyone no more.
welcoming, inviting.
Mason. Just
It
Put it
fall
back.
down.
okay. Just leave
So
it
what's the
down.
deal with the teeth?
I got them in a crate. They hold my phone now.
Ah, okay. That's cool.
Just kind of.
Nice.
So we're starting the show a little late today because Mason graduated from kindergarten.
Yeah, a lot of graduations today. School's letting out.
Well,
Yeah. Well, you know, your kids are in a different county. His kids are in a different
you wanna hear
county.
my song?
I know mine let out like a month ago.
It wasn't no month ago.
What?
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Just
Yeah, it
about.
was.
2 weeks ago.
No.
2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago. Almost
Yeah.
a month.
Last Tuesday. Second Tuesday of last week.
Yeah, I don't even know either.
It was a day that ended in Y.
Right.
Well, we also do snow packets.
He's doing video. All these cameras are doing video. People are watching us.
Oh, let's see.
Mama would watch us, but
There's a
she's
camera. There's a camera. There's
We
Oh,
got
I
some
see the
there.
cameras.
Yep.
cool.
You see yourself
Well,
on
our
there?
main problem right now is we have 2 cameras that are not in use because the laptop won't run them.
Okay.
We have too many cameras for the laptop. So we got another computer coming that's going to run Twitch and it's going to run all the cameras.
So you just gonna cycle through the cameras and still have like 3 showing, or how's
Probably
that
gonna
work?
have her set it up however she wants it set up. She's in charge of that.
I'm gonna go all fancy.
So how many cameras can you show on Twitch at a time?
Depends on the bandwidth, apparently, that it can handle versus the cameras we got.
Twitch, you can set up the scene however
You know, you
want
can
to
just
in
pull up your
Twitch.
chair with Calvin,
Right.
and then both of you can sit there instead of you having to keep going back and forth.
Or I can
up
give
and
you your
down.
chair back and I can sit
No,
with
no.
Paul or something.
We can
Yeah,
all kinda
that's
switch.
better.
The arms move. I mean, I thought that was the point of these arms is they can kind of move back and forth.
No, So you can put as many on there as you want. It's just a matter of how many you would actually be able to see,
Right.
and having a computer that can run it, which we don't have at the moment.
Okay.
But we will.
That's
We
cool.
will. There's one on its way.
Yeah,
Nice.
right now we only have 3. That's the max on this laptop.
Yeah, it works.
It does. No complaints. But if you'd like to donate to the show, Jason, tell him how to do that. As soon as he sat down.
Hey, he got told how to fix that
Go
problem.
to support on ElDoradoStudios.net, and that's all the options. Or you can always subscribe on Twitch.
Send us your money.
Yes, we have plenty of ways to spend your money. It's like everybody's amazed at the new setup. Everybody's just looking at the cameras up there. It's like,
Dude, I like this.
me and you,
I mean, it's
Jazz,
like,
we've done this
it's like
many a
wow,
time.
this looks
It's
really
cool.
good.
So you just
It's
now, You
nice.
just now noticing that stuff was black, right? Is that what it is?
Hungry, Daddy.
Oh, is that what
Oh my
it is?
God! You got a wooden leg. It's their food is there.
I know. I was waiting on mine to say they were hungry.
We stopped at Burger King on the way up, and I said, Mason, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I'll be in there in a minute. He walks in, just grabs a bag of chips, and then asks Jazz, "You want some?" She said, "No." He said, "Well, then open this one for me." He didn't ask if he could have it. He just took it,
I mean, to be fair, that's what the green room's there for.
and now he's wanting more. I'm telling you.
Victory,
What's up with that?
It's been a while.
Victory.
Scott
Hey.
wants to know, is there any merchandise?
Hey, Chuck.
No, that's not what he said. He said merch.
Oh,
How you doing?
that'd be one of them trigger words for Brian, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, there's none.
Maybe eventually.
Maybe.
Not yet.
Guys, if you all like our show, go to Out for Delivery. You like them more. I like them more.
Their show's actually regular, and the people know when they're on, you know, and they make it to their shows.
That's all right. We got a
Some
niche.
of us make it.
Yeah, I was gonna say most of us make it to the
We-
show.
we
But
got
they
we
at
got a
least have a
niche.
show, you know.
9 months out of the year, we're good. We're golden. It's
Really?
just this time of the year, it's not.
Or the last couple months, or
he
the
only
months before that,
graduates-
or
he
the
only-
months before that.
He only graduates once from kindergarten, all right?
Okay, and we've only
I'm
had one
thankful of
show
that.
for a year.
While you guys argue, you realize Mason's just standing there staring at
Oh,
himself
let him go.
dancing and watching
That's
the
cool.
delay and then dancing more to
That-
watch the delay to
that's-
dance.
The
That's
happy feet is
My
gone.
wife.
What, you got to go now?
No,
You just got here.
no.
Did you forget to ask if you can go out and play?
No, that's why I got the kids, so
Oh.
she can go to work.
Oh,
I tried calling her on
Well,
the
wait,
way
wait,
here
wait,
to make
stop.
sure she was up.
stop right there. I got to find what vehicle did you pull up in today?
The truck.
Okay, you still have that.
Yeah.
It's been over a month.
Yeah, I'm keeping that. I got the other truck for sale.
The other
Did
Chevy?
you send Aussie your Pinto
Yeah,
yet?
the GMC.
Yeah, the Pinto's been shipped.
Oh no, that Pinto's not going anywhere. It's actually parked in my barn,
Yeah, it is.
Which one?
the back
The
barn.
back barn?
Yeah.
Did your daddy ever get the horse crap out of the back barn?
Yeah, he actually did.
Or did you all have to shovel it?
Most of it.
No, the big,
Yeah, most of it.
the big tractor.
The big tractor. When'd you get a tractor?
I didn't.
This is all news to me.
We had a guy come out and he bush hogged and he tractored and all that stuff.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
You live in the country, you don't even have country equipment.
Nope. So I need a 4-wheel drive truck.
I got
Yeah,
two
you
of them.
really do.
I
I'm
got
happy
mine
for you.
and Jennifer's,
Yeah.
which has a Hemi.
Yeah. So you got a Dodge and a Ram.
I have a Dodge and a Ram, so that settles that argument from years. But she, because it's hers, it's not a Hemi, it's a shimmy.
Yeah, it's gonna shimmy down the road.
Oh, it does. It shimmies. It'll leave your
Jason, do
Pinto
you
in
want to
dust.
shimmy for us?
And
No.
You
I'll
sure?
pass. Yeah.
Mason's over there doing something.
oh yeah, Mason's having fun.
Yeah.
He's being the background
Touching me.
entertainment. You see what Mason has to go through because you won't shimmy for us?
he took over my job. That's what it is.
You told me to go ahead and start without you, and just I'll talk about it when
No,
I.
I'm saying Mason took over my job.
Of what?
You know, being the aggravator.
The button pusher.
He's pushing false buttons. He's aggravating Peanut.
I don't
Calvin,
care.
we've had you on the show and you said little. It's your turn. What do you want to say?
Fortnite.
Yes.
We had a discussion about that.
Him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
Does
Fortnite.
him have a name? Oh, they need to play for it.
Calvin!
We're talking about Peanut.
Oh.
Mason, will you come here?
Try and play with him.
Jason, did you know that we have a rumpus room in here? It's not a green room anymore. It's a rumpus room.
It's fine. It's trust me, it's fine. It's much worse on Sunday mornings.
Autumn, what you got? What you got to say? You're on the show. Your daddy drugged you an hour and a half from home. You
Was
could
it
have
really
been
an hour
home.
and a half, or did it stretch out longer because he didn't know
Well,
how to get here?
as much as we drove, it was.
I think it was longer. I don't know.
I think it was longer too.
It was longer.
It felt like an hour and 15 minutes at least.
You did miss the discussion where we all talked about how you've been here so many times. You've even come up here without half sec before. Yet
Well,
somehow you
like I
still
said,
can't
I
find
put
your
my
way here.
GPS in, and it said 20 minutes, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I look at it, and it says 20 minutes after 20 minutes of driving, and I'm like,
So you were that far out
okay.
of the boonies, huh?
Like I said, I was almost at my dad's house.
You're doing something.
I actually just restarted my phone.
Is that
Maybe
good?
that fixes it.
So are you still in boxes at your place?
The majority of my stuff is out of boxes now. We
Yeah.
still got some
still
stuff in
My
boxes.
next question: can I have my mower back within 2 weeks? I'd like to
Maybe
take it to the
not.
farm and use it.
Well,
The
you
grass
know,
is coming up above the hood of the truck.
well, it's not high enough yet.
I need my bush hog.
When you can't see, then you're good.
Should we stick Jason into that and see if he could see?
Oh,
Does that
man.
count?
No, I mean he's got to get in his truck and drive through the grass
I
and
do.
not be able to see.
I do. I got a cabin. I've been working on the cabin. Get ready to put the electric from the barn to the cabin.
You know, when he gets to that point where he actually hits a tree because he didn't see the tree there, that's when we know the grass is high enough.
Ah,
Yeah, that's
I need
good.
my mower back. I just wanted
No,
to fix
actually,
the
I-
carburetor. That was it.
I pulled the mower out and I got to
and
start
push
taking
back?
it apart.
Daddy, give him the
The mower.
It's
Same
already
thing.
mine. I just wanted to fix it.
No, I did. I pulled it out the other day because I got everything moved because I had it shoved in a back corner.
Yeah. Did you ever get done with the
So-
car you were painting on?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
done. It's gone.
Okay. So, am I now priority?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Until
what I
something
said.
else
I got it
comes up.
pulled out. Got it pulled out.
You need
sitting
to watch
there.
how you do that.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
the truck that
Certain
Daddy
in
dropped
certain
in-
companies, they may not like it when you pull it out.
Never stopped me before.
What'd you say, Autumn?
The truck that Daddy dropped into over here, he's keeping that. It's mine.
No. I'm telling you right now. I have seen your dad over the past 30 years. He does not keep a car more than 6 months. If it's more than 6 months, it's got to go.
I've had the Pinto for a while now.
This is the third one.
I know.
You get rid of it and you go find another one. This is the third one.
Well, that's usually because I get them fixed and then I get rid of them. This one I haven't been able to fix yet.
Yeah.
No, I've got to get in on this.
Okay.
My dad was all the time trading around, good cars.
Right.
And I would always get frustrated because he'd get rid of the one I liked. And what he told me was GM and Ford made them to sell what made him any different.
Nice.
But they okay.
So nothing stayed
But
here
let me
more
ask
than
you-
6 months.
But let me ask you a question. Did the state tell your dad he had to go get a dealer's license because he traded so much?
Yes.
Oh.
a
That's what they did to
A
him.
couple times he was almost in trouble for it.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah. He's
So
saying-
then he hired some dude that had a dealer's license and opened up his own car lot as like a side job.
Aha.
So
Hmm.
that guy was never there, but his dealer's license hung on the wall.
Ah, a silent partner.
Yeah, he was a silent partner. Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah. Hey, want to be my partner?
Hell no. no.
Maybe during that massage you could get Jason in on that.
You know, because you never answered me after that night of camping that we went, and you woke up with your butt hurting. You never told me if you liked it or not.
Oh. Yeah.
And not only that, we had 1 to 2 Corvettes my entire life
Uh-huh.
until I turned 15, and there wasn't a Corvette to find here for 5 years.
I've had a Corvette.
Yeah, the orange one. You had that for what, 3 weeks?
God, I couldn't afford the gas. It got like 3 miles to a gallon.
first thing Mason asked when he was here was about that
No,
one
it was
car
a
out there.
79 T-top Vet with a straight axle rear end in it. So the whole ass end had been cut out and reframed. Full posi, so straight
That was a
lock
cool
up
car,
on the
though.
rear. And it was built, the guy that owned it actually drag raced it at Ohio Valley.
Will you bring?
Oh,
So
Will you bring?
it had a fuel cell that was a 5-gallon fuel cell in the back.
so passing anything but a gas station.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, every morning I fired it up. I went straight to the gas station and then just back home. I didn't go anywhere else. You know?
I got to ride in it once.
But you couldn't make a turn in it
Nope.
because the way the rear end was, it hopped around the turns.
And he's had a hearse.
Yes, full-fledged
Yeah,
hearse,
that's something I
beautiful.
want. I'd like to have one of those.
You want a hearse?
Like an older one, like a 70 something or another.
See, I had an early 80s.
Yeah, 80 something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Early 80s Cadillac hearse, fully dressed.
I
had
rode
everything in
in
it.
once. I told him the next time I want to ride in a hearse will be in the back.
I told him, I said, don't let your first ride be your last.
No, that'd be cool. That'd
Yeah.
be something I'd
He
have
showed
fun
up at
with.
the house with Dad and Mom says, "What the hell is that doing in my driveway?" And I said, "It's Rick."
The only reason why I ended up getting rid of that was these kids
You
were
had it more
dumping
than 6
rocks.
months?
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Um,
It's in a 6-month time period.
these kids were dumping rocks off a bridge, busting up people's windshields.
Yeah.
Which the windshield for that was like $800 or whatever. It was a custom-made
Oh yeah.
windshield. And when I went to go put the windshield in, found out the windshield channel was all rotted out. I mean, just
Oh.
completely gone. So I ended up.
Put a windshield in and keep your
And it
mouth
would
shut
just
about that
fall
and get
out.
rid of it.
No, I traded it to a guy for a Dodge Ram, a Mercury Capri convertible with a locked-up engine, and a Cadillac with no title. And I got the title to the Cadillac. I sold it back to the same guy for $2,300. Sold the Dodge Ram for $1,100, and then sold the Capri for $500.
So you said Dodge Ram.
Yeah, that's because it was a Dodge Ram.
2010. Yes.
It wasn't a Ram.
I already
So,
told my
My dad pulled stuff like that all the time. The best one he pulled, I was a part of, and not on the good end. So he had bought me and my sister
In or out,
a
Mason, that's it.
1954
Shut the door.
Corvette.
Nice.
And it was supposed to be ours to split.
Shut
Well,
the door.
he had it too long. We were too young. We were like, I was like 6. She had just been born, so he traded it off. And then he come up with this 36 Dodge from somewhere. So
Okay.
it had custom paint and everything. He said, "This is yours." And then when I got to be 15, he's like, "This can't be yours. You can't drive this to school. Kids will tear the hell out of this car. You can't be driving this anywhere. This ain't a car you can drive around in. I've got a Monte Carlo also." So I
Nice.
traded this Dodge to
Okay.
a 1984 Monte Carlo Super Sport.
Okay.
Which then after I got it, I found out he had gave $600 for it because it had been totaled because it had caught on fire and it burnt all the wiring harness out.
Uh-huh.
So he went and bought an $80 wiring harness and wired everything back up. Fine car again. I totaled that car by wrapping it around a tree in the front end,
Oh, shit.
which he then gives me $200 for. And then sells it to another guy who knew what he paid for it way back when for $5,000 without a front end on it.
Oh, my God.
That was my dad.
So Scott's asking you what the best retirement car is. Is that the hearse? You retired for life.
Yeah, I would agree. That would be it. Yeah,
It sounded like the good
That's-
answer.
Yes.
Because retired.
Good
people,
answer. Good answer. Good answer.
They can't see well. They can't be driving
Yeah,
around.
that's why you
with
got a hearse.
No,
It's your retirement car because it's the last car you're ever going to ride in.
You need something with a lot of windows for old people. The more window, the better.
Limo?
for
Oh,
old people.
talking about windows. He said school buses.
limo.
Yes, I had a short bus.
What about a limo?
I'm sure you did have a
I
short
had a
bus.
limo. I've had a stretch limo, too.
Daddy, what's your first car you've ever had?
A 77 Mercury
Mercury,
Marquis
yeah.
Brome.
Yep.
Big old boat.
Yes, it was. Huge. No, not boat like you.
It was huge.
It's the same. It's
Tons of chrome, real chrome, not plastic chrome.
now ask Daddy what my first car was.
What's your
Your first car. That was the oh God, what was that?
like
Was
the
that a
high
Lancer
box
or
on
an
the side.
Acclaim?
No, it was before that.
The powder blue with the hot pink.
That was a
Daddy.
Dodge Lancer, but that wasn't my first car.
The Datsun.
That's right.
What was it? A
210.
Okay.
5 speed on the
Daddy,
bucket.
I'm going to get a dream.
Okay.
Of a dream outside.
Yes, the 1980 Datsun 210 had a sunroof at one time.
At one time.
One time, me and
Before
Mom-
he owned it.
Now, yeah, it was Dad's car, but I remember me and Mom were driving down the expressway, and then all of a sudden we hear this pop, and I look up, and the sunroof is gone, and I can see it just smashing behind us on the expressway.
I lost one off a porch like that.
Yeah, and Mom don't drive fast, but it did. It came off. So, for I would say probably 3 or 4 months, it was a piece of cardboard inside of a plastic bag, inside of another plastic bag, inside of another plastic bag, duct taped
Mm-hmm.
on the roof until my second cousin got a hold of it and welded some sheet metal on. But that was my first car. No radio because somebody stole it.
Oh,
I had there was no AM FM. It was a cassette deck taped to the floor.
To the hump.
To the hump in front of the gear shift.
Yep.
Just a cassette deck. 10 house speakers in the car to muffle down the engine noise because there was no muffler.
In the back hatch.
Yeah.
And there were no shocks.
No.
The thing had no. You got in it and the car just lowered.
Yeah.
And you hit a bump or whatever. You
Yeah.
felt everything.
Ting, ting, ting.
We would purposely get in the car and start bouncing. I mean, just
Yeah, it was. And you know what? In high school, I took all kinds of kids to school, and they paid me
chips
pick
for the
'em up.
petro.
to take them to school because I had a car. It was an ugly
Yeah.
piece of shit, but I had a car.
I mean, a car was a car back then.
That's
kids,
right.
Kids these days, man, they don't even get their license. They're 20 years old. They
Yeah.
don't care about cars.
They Uber.
Yeah. They don't care about that.
Daddy,
My kid.
And then, here's the thing with Uber, though. My son uses Uber all the time. It's higher than calling a cab.
Philip,
Yeah.
Yes.
a lot of
Philip
times,
uses
yeah.
Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
It costs more
It
to use
doesn't work.
Uber than it does a cab.
Bubba
It
uses
It
Uber.
doesn't work.
Nah, yeah.
Not that you know of.
I didn't know Bubba uses an Uber.
I thought he uses a bus.
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but he uses
The
Uber
bus
when he
is the
can.
poor man's Uber.
So Scott wants to put his car out there. Apparently his first was an 89 Buick. I don't know how to say that one.
LeSabre.
It was navy blue with a rust pinstripe.
Down the middle from bumper to bumper.
Yep.
I mean, like, probably my worst bad car was a 1983 Cadillac Seville. And it was one of the ones that had those special
It was a
engines.
4.3.
I don't remember exactly which one it was. But it was the
Or,
one that-
no, it was a 4.1. It had the
the
4,
6,
6,
and
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never worked.
No,
Never
they were garbage.
So the first thing I had to do was figure out how to just have it run on 8. Because
Yeah.
it four cylinders in that car was basically like a donkey in front of that car.
Oh, yeah.
What are we talking about?
A 1983 Cadillac Seville.
Oh, okay.
So all the windows were messed up in it.
Mhm.
None of them rolled down except the one in the passenger
The back pass. The one that you don't need.
The radio didn't work and the heat was stuck on.
Oh, shit.
Oh God.
So you couldn't roll down the windows.
Right.
And you couldn't turn on the air. And the heat was on, and I drove that every day to my summer
You
job
know
when I was
why
17.
you had that car? To prepare you for your job.
No, I had that car because I had tore up everything else I'd got my hands on at that point.
Yeah, no, fate put it in your hands because
I
it
don't
knew
know.
what job you were going to have, and it was just
That was
getting
the
you
hottest,
ready for it.
That was the hottest vehicle ever. Sometimes I would wait after work until the sun went down to drive home just so I didn't die on the way on.
Oh, dear God.
And
Alright.
it was right when
So
they were
that
doing
makes your
all
work
the water
stuff
sonic
not as
Ah.
bad.
when they were doing all the work
roundabout?
on that, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in traffic every morning for like an hour.
Yeah. My second car, you were close. It wasn't the Lancer. It wasn't the Dodge Lancer. There was actually one before that I owned, quote unquote owned, for like 3 days. And you may remember it was a station wagon. It was a Renault.
No, I don't.
I had it for like 3 days, and Dad sent it back to the dealer, and that's when I got the Lancer.
Oh, no, we had a lot of
The French
adventures in
cars,
the
the
other
Renault.
cars. That's probably why I don't
Well,
remember
then,
they were
then,
Renault.
then there was
On
the Dodge
Sundays
Lancer.
we have a commercial for the Renault.
Is that
It
right?
plays in the brake music, yeah.
I don't
French
listen to it.
engineering.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
But it was
something
it
you don't
was
hear
a
a lot
station
about.
wagon. But I had a choice. Now, Jason, you'll appreciate it. I had a choice between the Renault station wagon and a Chevy Citation. The Citation 2. It was white. I test drove both of them. Didn't like it. The station wagon had bucket seats. The Citation was a bench seat. Did not like it. So, I was supposed to get the Renault. Dad took it back up to the dealer. Friend of the family's, 2 or 3 days later, I don't know. I think something was wrong. They were going to fix it, and it was too much for them to fix it and sell it to Dad type thing. So, ended up getting the Dodge Lancer. My grandfather, my dad's dad, bought the Citation.
Now the Lancer, real quick, was powder baby blue
baby
four
blue.
door
Yep.
with hot pink windshield wipers on it, hot pink door trim
This
on
is
it.
the 90s. You had to go wild.
Yeah, I mean, no. That's
Digital
very 90s.
dashboard. That's all I gave a
Yeah.
kid. Had a
Forgot
digital
about-
dashboard.
It did
Hey,
have
at
a
least it's
digital
a
dash.
car though.
Yeah, those digital dashboards in the 80s and 90s were all garbage.
Now I had that Dodge Lancer, and I was dating my now wife, but I was dating Jennifer at the time. I had it maybe 6 months, and the transmission did something very unusual. You put it in park, it was park. You put it in reverse, you had reverse. You put it in neutral, you had reverse. You put it in drive, it was park. You put it in low gear, you had reverse. No lie. No lie.
How does that even work?
Don't know. 3 transmissions went through it, and still they couldn't get it fixed. I think it was an electronic.
Now
early
you do
version.
have to understand he is a killer of cars.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I have
he
them
is a
until they
killer
die.
of cars.
You just get rid of them.
Well, he doesn't have one long enough to know if he's done any lasting
there you go.
damage
There you
or
go.
not.
So after the Lancer, the Chevy Citation I got from my grandfather. Now, okay. Now at this point, it is no longer white. Now this is my grandfather. He's retired. He's 65. Okay, when he's got this Chevy Citation. It was stock, just plain white, blue seats. The stock grandma grocery gear. After he got a hold of it, metallic blue paint job with flake in it, chrome bullet rims.
He spent more on that paint than we did on the car.
$600 Pioneer car stereo system, tinted the windows limo, and upgraded the camshaft in the engine. So this no longer was just a grocery. This
Yeah.
was a sleeper.
Dude, it was actually a really nice car. That was
So-
a bad little car.
I got it from my grandfather. My dad bought it from my grandfather for me. So I let the stereo in there, and then I went and bought an amp, stuck it underneath the front seat, put a toggle switch in there because the local small municipal city next to us had a noise ordinance thing.
Yeah.
I had 2 15-inch legacy speakers that we had cut the fiberglass hatchback thing out, stuck them in there, and busted the back window the first time I turned it on. There was so much bass, the back window busted, and I had to go buy a new window for the trunk, the hatchback.
Yeah.
Now, my nickname back in high school was Pooh McDuck. I've got a tattoo.
Say what now?
Pooh.
Pooh McDuck.
I don't know.
Like Winnie the
Winnie the Pooh and Scrooge McDuck.
Okay.
Winnie the Pooh with Scrooge McDuck's top hat and cane. Because
Okay.
I was big and lovable like a bear, but I always had money. So combination of the two, right? You laughing? I did.
I mean,
There
I
wasn't
believe
much,
you
but
did.
I had money. Okay.
I was just confused about the mashup between the two. I think I would have picked something a little more.
Right.
I
I
think
don't
I'm
know.
laughing because I'm imagining like a duckbill on Winnie the Pooh.
He just showed you the tattoo. You
yeah,
saw
I
what
was
it
imagining it
was.
before he showed us
Oh.
the image.
So-
I made my own and it's sticking there.
So I got the car.
Hey,
from
did
my
the
grandpa-
Twitchers get to see your tattoo?
No,
Why not?
because
you can't
there's
turn
not a
it for the-
camera on this side of me.
Well, maybe they want to see your tattoo.
Yeah, what if
After
they
the
want to
show.
see your tattoo?
You see, let me get my story done here.
Full sack. Chuck was his nickname in high school. Full sack.
Instead of half sack.
No. Scott. Okay, so I got the car, a nice car, actually. It was. It ran great.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was a sleeper. It really was.
Yeah.
Went and bought a. Went to a. Okay, go ahead. You got a poop or pee? Huh? Poop.
Poop.
Calvin, can he use your bathroom?
You're gonna have to show him where it is, bud.
Show him where it's at and unlock the door and everything.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I went to a vinyl company
Yeah.
and had them make me a 2.5 foot Winnie the Pooh that I put on the back window.
There's
was
a
no-
picture floating around
Yeah,
somewhere.
there
with
is
me
no
and you.
mistaking this was my car,
Yeah.
right? Now, me and Rick,
Which I do the opposite. I normally try to hide my car. Like I take
Oh, no.
I take all the stickers off of it and be like, no, I don't want them to know where I'm going all the time.
no, but it was.
I'm most time in places I shouldn't be.
That was technically my third car. Then after that was the was the '78 Camaro, got from Butch,
Yep.
and then Dad's old S10,
Yep.
which got stripped in the front yard because the Camaro was in the garage being stripped. Somebody stripped the wheels off my S10
Yep.
in front of my house.
In front of his bedroom
10,
window.
Yeah, 10 feet from my bedroom.
Were they
window.
really that good rims?
They
or
they
were
left the truck on blocks.
They were the American racing ones because
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
took
yeah,
them
yeah.
off the Camaro and put them on
Gaia.
the aftermarket American racing.
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking
yeah,
about. Everybody
direction.
had those in the 90s.
Yes. They came off the Camaro, and I put them on my truck, and they were on there for, I don't know, 3 weeks, I guess.
Yeah, not long.
Somebody left my truck up on blocks, and took the rim. I was pissed, called the cops, and the cop wanted the blocks from underneath the truck.
What's he want the blocks for?
Evidence.
Oh, so he's
And I said,
he's gonna run DNA on those.
and I said,
They
so,
got top men working on it right
so
now.
you
I'm
want me
sure.
to just put my truck
Top
down on the ground
men.
so you can have these blocks, And they started thinking about it. Well, no. I think it's because he didn't want to do it, because I wasn't going to jack it up and give him the blocks. But luckily, I had the original S10 wheels in the garage. That's what was on the Camaro holding it up, so.
Yeah.
But I was pissed, and I just bought new rubber for the tires.
Oh,
But that was back when tires were like almost affordable.
Oh, yeah, almost.
Now, like you could buy tires back then. Now, if I need a set of tires,
$1,400 for my truck tires, for a set of truck tires.
oh, that's
$1,400.
cute. And mine are $2,000.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, you got low profiles, though.
Yeah.
I got the big 4x4s.
The problem with the low profiles is they look cool and everything, but you feel every pebble you run over in the road.
Is that right?
Oh God, they're horrible. And if you hit a bump, you're blowing two of them. You might as well go on and just take it on to Big O on your way.
Well, throw in that spare. Oh, never
That's
mind.
right. They don't have a
There's
spare. They have a can of Fix-A-Flat.
That's exactly what it is a can
Yeah.
of Fix-A-Flat.
Our neighbor
That's a
had
joke.
that.
That really is.
Well,
And when I bought the goddamn thing, they didn't even give me my can of Fix-A-Flat. I had to make them go back to the
Are you
garage and get
serious?
a can of Fix-A-Flat
Yeah.
put in there. I said, you're not even giving me a tire, man. You're going to have to give me something. Give me one of them
Wow.
bicycle pumps or something. I gotta leave here with something in this trunk.
All right, let's check in on Scott. What is he talking about now? Nothing. All right, continue on. We love you, Scott. You know that. That's right. He's number two.
So you can actually count all the cars that you've owned.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I was on two hands. Yeah.
I can't.
Mine's real easy. I can. It's out there.
The
That's my
Datsun,
car.
the Renault, the Citation, the Camaro, the S10. The S10 Blazer. That was really Jennifer's. I really
Yeah,
can't count
that was Jennifer's.
My '76 Caprice.
Yeah,
Bubba gave it to me. I drove
yeah,
for years.
yeah.
Then the
I
'92
understood you, Scott.
Silverado, and traded that in for the '09 Dodge Ram, and now the '17. Nine
Damn,
vehicles
that's it.
in what 20 some odd years driving.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I went
Yeah.
through 4 before I graduated high school.
I went through 3. Datsun, the Renault, and the
Daddy,
Citation.
how much cars have you had?
Oh, I have no clue.
Autumn, we don't have enough time for him to list them.
I honestly don't even remember some of the cars that I've owned.
No.
Me and Sam tried to sit down one day and make a list, and she was naming off cars, and I'm like, I ain't own that. She goes, yeah, you remember that? I was like, oh yeah, I did own one of those, didn't I?
Yeah, that was like for 3 hours. We just transferred it to my name, and then somebody bought
Oh,
it
there
right
were
next
some
to it.
of them that, yeah, maybe lasted an
I had
hour.
a 65 Mustang that was in
Oh,
my
I
name
forgot about the
for 3
Jennifer
days.
67 I bought. 3
That don't
days?
count.
3 days.
What? We didn't say it had to run. Just because I got out of the junkyard and started stripping it, it was still in my name.
Okay.
the car that I
I'll
like.
give it to you.
That's over on the other house.
He just wanted to hit double digits.
That's it.
He still didn't
Take
hit
it.
double digits. Oh, yeah, okay.
But now we got mom's cars in my name, Jennifer's new trucks in my name. Everything's in my name. If I die, my family is really screwed.
Oh, nothing's in my name except for my car.
No, everything's in my name.
And I have like $500,000 life insurance. I have people taste my food around here.
He's hiring, you know. Mason would probably take that job for you.
I
You
will.
wouldn't even have to pay him.
I'll do it
Although
for
he
free.
does not like ramen noodles. That's,
Oh
you know.
well. Who does?
Calvin,
I don't.
that's what he ate for lunch today.
I think it's
Because he
extremely
really liked
rare.
them.
I'm gonna have to
It's
call him back.
extremely rare that people,
Oh,
I
no,
think,
you
eat
can't
those out of
have
anything
to
other
do
than necessity.
Okay, number
I
Yeah.
have mine with chicken,
Calvin
Okay.
likes them.
I mean, if you
and I
I
put
know.
General Uzu chicken sauce all over
To
it.
be
add
fair,
stuff to them, that's different.
You realize that your wife eats them all the time. She buys
Yeah,
cases
she's a
about this
weird
big
cat,
at
man.
a time for her work.
She's a weird cat. I did our beef jerky bill the other day, and I don't eat beef jerky, and we're spending about $100 a week on beef jerky.
Is
for
that
her
right?
now.
Oh dear God.
She buys that Mingua
real?
beef jerky. It's like $15 a thing.
I guess it'd be cheaper to make your own. You could have
Yeah,
done bought a
yeah.
dehydrator and
That's what I tried
Yeah,
telling
but
her.
that's a lot of work. You gotta do stuff.
not really.
So, how was your day at work?
It sucked. It was work.
Oh, okay.
The post office.
Right.
People upset.
Well, I'm kind of upset at UPS.
Well, you should be. They're a garbage company.
Well, I mean, my medications. I started with the new medication company.
Shit, I gotta get stamps. I can't-
They sell those at the post office.
yeah, I
You
know.
can get them at Kroger's. You can get
I keep forgetting to
gas
get some damn
stations. I
stamps.
guarantee you have them too.
A lot of ATMs have
Hey,
them.
Daddy.
Is that
Uh,
right? They have them
Daddy.
ATMs.
I'll remind you.
Okay, remind me I need to get stamps on the way home.
You're not gonna have your navigator. You're gonna go with the first mate on that.
Whoever, I don't care. I just need somebody to remind me. I'll forget.
You
Okay.
But
always
my
forget.
Everyone on
medication.
the show, as soon as you think he's gonna be home, text him.
we're gonna text
you
him.
forgot this.
We
But
have
wait 2 hours.
we
to
have an
make
hour and a
sure he's
half
home.
window to text him. because
Hey,
of
if
how
we're
it
doing a
goes.
clunker award, then I'm definitely bringing my Pinto.
Yeah, you need to get into the car show.
Nah, I don't have it
in.
insured or
You
nothing.
can't bring your Pinto. That's Aussie's now.
I have a trailer.
There's like 8 or 9 like old cars over there in those woods. If you guys just want to drag them out and take them somewhere.
Dude, really?
No.
We
I mean, there is 8 or 9 cars over there, but
we can't drag them out?
no.
We're not gonna be here much longer.
There's trees growing up through them and everything.
That's okay.
And
That's
tear
what they
the
make
yard up,
chainsaws and stuff for.
tear the
We got a
yard up,
chainsaw.
get nowhere to go.
The yard won't hurt me at all. It won't bother me at all.
It's
I
okay.
promise.
He has work in the mornings a lot, so you just come find me when he's at work.
Well,
We'll have fun.
and when we added on to the
Just
to the
just add an extra hour for me to get here because I'm going to get
Oh
lost.
well, yeah. I was counting 2 in my head.
when we added on to the backyard, we put 5 or 6 cars under, like, at the cliff, and then had fill rock and dirt put on top of it. So there's probably 8 cars buried under the backyard.
Oh,
like where the
shit.
chickens are.
What kind of cars?
Just random stuff that had been impounded. They never come and got. That wasn't worth getting a title on.
It's just me, or y'all hear that too?
I got property.
I can
now,
hear
so-
it.
Can y'all hear me?
Well, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, then it's just this headphone case.
Did it go out?
It's got a short in it.
Does it really?
Yeah, right here.
Well, quit touching stuff.
That's probably what I need to
Quit
do.
touching stuff.
Touching stuff. But
Quit
Yeah,
touching.
I could just touch it and
I mean,
this.
to be fair, Mason found the fidget cube earlier. You can ask him to give it to you.
Yeah,
then you
fidget
can touch
cube.
something.
Yeah, you can touch that instead of.
All right, let's stop talking about touching. Okay,
You can
let's move
touch
on.
me.
See, that's why I wanted to move on. Before it got too late.
Yeah, touch Daddy.
Touch me.
No. Well,
So,
now that,
but as little Rick was late, though, he gets to stay a little extra for you, right?
You keep trying to push this.
It's gonna
not
happen.
happening without a lot of money.
That's what
Okay,
our
so,
Patreon people
if-
have said
if-
they wanted.
If you all want to see this massage go down, then y'all need to donate to the cause.
It's
yeah,
gonna- it's-
go to
Patreon.
There you
or,
go.
You could just PayPal's money directly. Actually, I'm getting a 50% cut. Studio's only getting 50% of that. That's not gonna be.
So what's a bunch of money? Because $20 goes a long way for me.
I got $20 in the truck.
I think it's going to be more than 20. I'm thinking, more like a grand or more at least.
Now, is that your half or is that total?
That's my hat.
And I take credit cards. I have the Square.
What?
I don't know.
I have.
Letter Kenny? What the hell's Letter Kenny?
It's Scott. Who knows? He's into all kinds of weird stuff like Dragon Ball Z.
I think he's talking about the other show that may have been an inside joke on.
Oh.
What?
Well, to be fair, I've never heard of it.
So you trying to say you do not support the other shows from El Dorado Studios?
No, I'm saying to be fair. I just don't know.
I can't see myself.
We've lost our phone number. I meant to tell you that. We've lost our phone number.
Google Voice took your number.
You
back?
took it back. Said we didn't use it enough. And I was calling every week just to keep it active.
We'll set up a new one.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need a new one, and
So,
listeners, you
yeah,
need to call
Aussie.
and leave us some voicemail.
yeah. Also, you had to. We still got the same email address though.
Half hour at half sack.
At gmail.com, all spelled out.
When's the last time you checked that out?
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
Momentarily. One momento.
Yeah, so we got like 3.2 acres out there.
Yeah.
So my back acreage, me and the old lady were discussing it, and I told her it's a perfect spot for a junkyard.
Ooh, we got a message.
No.
Check out the big announcement from Apple.
Ooh, that was
Nice.
the last time.
That was from June the 3rd.
Dude, I got a text message on the
That
way
was a
here.
week ago.
So on the way here, I got a text message from PNC Bank.
Oh, this ain't good. I've read these.
Go to whatever the hell it is. Now, subject account locked. Message ID 873. We care about your banking security. You know what's so fantastic about that?
You don't
You
even
don't
have
I don't even have PNC. I know.
Nice.
I know.
Wait, is that bad or good?
They care that much about me that I don't
They
even have an
locked
account.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they got me on one of those not too long ago. The chip in my card stopped working.
hmm
So I went to the bank and had them give me a new card. So I left with my new card. And then as all of these services I pay for, like, would say, hey, your card was denied, I would just click the link, put in my
Right.
new card information, and move on. I got one from Square saying that your website's been turned off because we can't charge your card. So I'm like, well, shit. So I sat down and I did it on my phone in the back of my mail truck while I was loading up one morning. And then the next day, Brian walks in and says, did you see that phishing email we got from Square? They didn't even spell Square right. And I
Oh,
was like, what
shit.
now?
Say, huh?
So I had to cancel my card, and then I looked, and they sent it to the wrong email. I'm not even logged. Like, they sent it to the show email as opposed to my personal email, which all the Square email goes to. So I was just an old person.
Just had a blonde moment.
That's what it was. A blonde moment.
A
I'm gonna
brain
use
fart.
that now.
Like
Jason has blonde moments.
my thing is, if anybody else had done that, I would still be making fun of them.
It was a brain fart.
Why?
Because I clicked a link that somebody sent me where they misspelled the word of the company.
Oh.
And said, yeah, I'm going to put in my credit card information here. I gave my birthday and everything.
So kids, don't ever click links in your emails and give out your information. Don't be like
Do
Jason.
you have anything to add to the show?
Anything
right.
you want to say?
She said it all.
Now, they did get to visit their old school today.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you take them there for?
Well, we were in Louisville. We were right
And this is the
there.
last day of school, so
Their last day of.
Oh, so you all just went by and just nubbed your nose at him like, well, I got out last week. I got out last month.
Pretty
For no
much, yeah.
reason his dad got so lost, he just said, ooh, I know where we are. We're stopping
That's what
here.
the problem is. He knows how to get from his house to here, but he don't know how to get from his house to the big town to here.
Yeah. So he just found the closest thing. Is like, yep, I recognize this.
Yeah,
Kids. We're going to
this
stop
is
here.
yeah.
this is where I was
Grandpa
going.
lives this way. We're going to his house. We'll figure it out from there. See, your dad is old. You got to
Mhm.
understand that right now.
but how? You're older than him.
I'm just a few months. Okay, just a few
So
months.
that means you're older than him.
I am older than him, but here's the thing.
That means
My
you're
mind
old.
is younger than his. Here in about 6 months, you're going to start putting diapers on him.
Well, I'll tell you what. I
And
mean,
you
honest to
had to
God, if
put
I
a
had a
leash.
paper map, I'd have been
You're
happier.
going to have to put a leash on him and
No,
make sure
but-
he doesn't get out of the house. That's
but-
why I want my mower fixed before all that happens.
Can you kids get that mower fixed? Make sure
Um,
Dad gets that mower fixed.
It's not.
Remind him every day.
Yeah, remind him every day.
I kind of know how to fix stuff,
It's not my
but I don't think I know how to fix a mower.
Because within 3 years, your dad's going to start drooling, and you're going to have to feed him.
Oh, I do that every night. I go to sleep anyways.
I'll try my
Got
hardest.
that nice wet
to
spot
fix
on the
it.
pillow. I tell you, know you
you're
slept
going to
good.
have to change his diapers. I'm telling you right now.
But-
He's texting me.
Is
Oh.
it PNC?
No,
I know when I sleep.
I do get an email from PNC every day because I'm the treasurer secretary of another organization, and because we have less than a certain amount, they send me an email to remind me. that you are under this threshold that you said that you wanted to be
Amy
at.
set it up on my phone where it would text me the balance on that bank account every morning. I made her take it off. That was too stressful for me.
But you said that your mind's younger, so shouldn't we put diapers on you?
No, I'm not talking about that. See, he's getting so old that he's forgetting. He's going to forget you all. He's going to forget your names, forget what y'all look like, and he's going to tell you to get out of
Hey,
the house because y'all don't belong there.
No, he already mixed up our names.
Oh, he
See,
does?
it's already started.
Shh,
It
don't
has
tell
already
everybody.
started. You should have called me and told me, Autumn.
He mixed up everyone's name now.
He mixed up mine and Philip's before. He called me Philip a bunch of times sometimes.
Oh, I just got a notification from Twitch that we are now streaming.
Oh, sweet. That's good to know.
That was an hour ago that we started.
I think Scott is saying he's salty.
Oh, I thought he was just being a part of Salt Life.
No.
Oh.
That's definitely where he's salty.
Yeah. Well, Scott, since you're on here and we've talking to you, do you have anything else to say? 5, 4. Okay, well, moving on.
You've been waiting for the delay. That's all the time you get.
2
Sorry about
seconds.
your lag. Okay, so we're going to end the show. We've had a good show. I've enjoyed everybody being here. So, you have anything to say before we leave?
Scott said nope.
Poop.
Poop? That's all you wanted to say is poop.
Chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget.
Bop bop.
What was it you wanted to say, Mason?
Chicken nugget. Bop bop.
Okay, go sit down. Peanut,
Oh, I hope they have a good day.
See,
he hopes our listeners. See?
see,
That's
I gotta
intelligence there.
teach kids.
We
this.
can't even come up with that. You come up with poop jokes.
I gotta
She
teach
comes up with
kids
chicken
this.
nugget poop. She got Mason talking about chicken
See,
nugget poop.
but that's what teaches him that.
That's
now,
what-
now he knows what to say.
Oh, Mason, sit down. You need some Ritalin or something. Sit down.
I'll take some of that. If anybody's got any extra, you can just mail it in to me.
He's showing off because he graduated today. He thinks he's big.
I'm just saying the Ritalin, if anybody's got any extra laying around, just stick it in the mail. Send it
Yeah,
out to
he's
me.
going to need it when it comes to that massage.
Jason, I appreciate you being on the show. We're going to have to get all the shows together to do some kind of fun activity, a picnic or something or something or other.
Yeah, we should get something like that. Well, we've got the marathon coming up.
gonna say,
I'm
we've
sure
got
you guys
something.
know about that.
Columbus Day, isn't it?
Yeah, Columbus Day on that Sunday.
What's the actual
Well, you
date?
said it's gonna end.
I don't know.
We're
So-
still talking.
13th,
Something like that.
Uh,
October.
October 13th.
Chuck,
Uh,
I thought you said that I was gonna end.
That's what
That's usually how we do end. We
Yeah.
say we're going to end, and we talk for another 10, 20 minutes. Then we say we're going to end, maybe another 5 minutes.
I
We
might
say
be able
we're
to
going to
handle
end.
but so everybody will be here at some point during that day. We're gonna run at least 9 hours, I think.
all right, cool.
So
What's
listeners, definitely check in.
Yeah, depending on if I
Gonna be
ride with
live?
Chuck or not, there's no telling whose show I'll actually be on.
Oh no, you'll be on them all. I'll just keep sending you out to random
Wait,
places
can I
to
be
see
on
how
them?
long it takes for you to come back.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Hope
you'll be at
nobody's
school
hungry.
that day.
Oh, okay.
Calvin,
don't
you
care.
got anything to close us out?
You got to say something, dude.
You've been back there
You
being our
helped-
entertainment,
you-
Mason.
Fortnite, all right. Jason,
Fortnite.
I do. I appreciate you being on the show.
Appreciate you guys having me.
You have added a value that we have not had before.
Intelligence.
Yeah, that's
No, I
it.
don't know about that now.
poo poo.
Sophistication.
No,
Right.
definitely not that one.
Just some blonde moments.
But we do like the stories. We like our listeners to type in and stuff like that. Matt, sorry we missed you, but maybe get us on the YouTube section. Because he is he works one of them jobs. It's like 24 on, 48 off,
Ooh, yeah.
rotation. You know,
Yeah.
one of them important jobs. So I don't know if he wants it out, so I'll just leave it at there.
Yep.
Oh wait, he said nope. Said no.
Yeah, we saw that.
I taught Mason something really good.
All right, Rick.
That's Illuminati.
What?
You got any last words?
About what?
You gonna close us out?
All right, moving on. Jazz.
Hashtag sticky note.
That's all right. We'll leave.
Hashtag BAAB.
Yup.
So next time you would have had that time on for you, and you know, sooner or later you're gonna have a whole show by yourself.
Yeah.
Might be better than what it might be
I
better.
got to be able to make it here to have a show.
That's right. Jazz, you have anything?
Nah, I'm good.
No, you're good.
That's up to you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't be like Rick and get lost on your way to someplace that you've been to.
Be like Daddy and get lost. Please.
It's called an adventure.
Did you hear what she said?
Yeah, it's called
She
an
said, "Be
adventure.
like Daddy and get lost." She just told her,
Just make sure you got plenty of gas before you start.
Yeah.
It's basically like hiking, but with a car.
I agree.
Oh,
I
I-
agree. I agree.
I got a new segment for the show
I agreed. I agreed.
Okay, you got a new
Now.
segment for the show.
that is coming up.
Okay,
It's going to be called Gilligan's Garage.
okay.
Helpful automotive tips.
Who's
Okay.
You know Gilligan.
Gilligan? Gilligan? Who's Gilligan?
It's that guy you know.
No.
Which guy he
Yeah.
knows? He knows a lot
Huh?
of
In the
guys.
club.
Yeah, he knows a lot of guys.
Yeah, Daddy knows a lot of guys.
My club.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Gilligan.
I know what you're talking about.
See,
Okay.
we need
Gilligan.
Oh, it took me to. You know, I'm old. My brain
See,
don't
it's already
work right.
started, kids. Y'all need me to give you all a ride home. Would y'all like to stay at my house
Yeah.
for the week until
Yes.
we
Yes.
get your dad?
That
some
was a
help?
bad
Yeah.
suggestion.
Okay, well, I'm out of here. I'll see you, Chuck.
Wait a minute. I want y'all to know that y'all might be making a rash decision because I have been stripping cabinets and refinishing them. So the house is tore up and it stinks because of paint thinner and all that other stuff. You
All right, Daddy, I'm out of
know, if
with
y'all
you.
want to, you can come over and get high. It's a free high.
I'll stay with Casey's room. Wait, what?
I'll help you paint and
No,
that
it's
stuff.
not paint.
You can't
Or whatever
sleep
it-
I gotta go home to Home Depot and get some more supplies.
Oh.
You can sleep on the floor when
All right, well, I appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Y'all go home now.
Have a good day.
You're already home.
Don't get lost.
Don't get lost from here to the house.
I think I'll make it.
I'll try not to.
Daddy,